do what we do and how we should do it. You see, I personally do not sponsor a lot of people. But when I sponsor somebody, I work with them down on notes. No, it's fine, thanks, Ronnie. It's okay. Great. Thank you. So I'm going to show you how we get somebody started. Okay, and then we build downline. I spoke part of it yesterday. But now go into it more in detail. The key is, number one, you've all heard it, use the products, right? Share the opportunity, share the products, okay? Now, as you build your network, okay, you have some people who will join, and they might be real positive in the beginning, but you know what will happen? Sometimes people have life happen to them, circumstances. We can't stop that. Somebody can have clear what they can do and do it. Suddenly, say happens with their employment or their family or whatever, which is out of their control, and then suddenly they slack off. You'll find that, okay? So don't be disappointed about that, but here's the key. If somebody gets started your business, your whole role is to build structure under them as fast as you can. You understand that? You've got to build structure right away, like I said yesterday. That young guy come back today. Where's his sponsor from yesterday? Is the sponsor here? There we are. Where's? You should have brought him. Don't worry, you follow him up. Okay? At the end, you come to me, I'll phone his prospect. All right, maybe you'll answer. Okay, so anyhow, you work downline and you help them use the products. You help them use the products and build up their PV. So eventually, let's say this one has a problem that they're suddenly not that active. Not a problem. You've been working downline. They've led you to some other people. You see that? You see? And the structure starts happening. So if it was this way, by the way, if you want to get a 3 in 30, in my opinion, this is the only way you must get it. You sponsor 3 in line at 200 PV or more. You obviously do your 100 or plus, like I spoke yesterday. Now, what happens when you do it that way, you're working with one line. But if you have 3 people connected like that, and 3 down here, you've got 6 people. I cannot work successfully with 6 people if I want to build it. You see, if I want to take time to do it properly. Now remember that this person, if you've got him on, he's using the products, he's not really active right now, that's good. That PV is counting to you. You understand? There's nothing wrong with that. And you keep building this one down now, you see. In Africa, we all understand how to make a fire. Am I right or wrong? That's one thing we're good on, right? I have never yet lit a fire on the top. I light it at the bottom. Am I right? You see. So you build downline. If this one slacks off, no problem. You make somebody successful here, and the PV starts moving, this one wakes up. You see that? Out of all our legs, 18 of them, only 2 were directly from the beginning. All others are way down. So we've worked downline all the time, Alta 9. So I encourage you to do that, because what happens now, you're going to have your own customers, am I right? You're going to have your distributors, like this one is not active. But you know what happens? That PV counts here. You see, majority of people in our business make a mistake. They run into qualify as a director the last day of the month. But they haven't built their business solid. You see, eventually, your customers, your inactive distributors. That should count for your PV. Right when a month starts, you mustn't worry about doing 4,000. It should just be there already. Because a lot of orders have been placed for the new month. Now I want to tell you something how you get orders done. Do you people use the retail sales book here?
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Okay, now, in 1987, when we had no money, and I chose a plan in another town. Now I couldn't leave that town. I didn't have money for fuel, but I had products in my car, in the back. So I'd go into the houses of everyone who said no. I'd do the demonstrations over. And I'll take out the sales book, and I'll say, what would you like to order for the end of the month? Not for now, for the end of the month. And they'd place the order, and I'd total it. Then I say to them, would you like to pay for it now? And if you see they hesitate, they don't have all the money now. I say, hey, that's no problem. Let's put down a deposit. Now on that sales book, on the white copy, there's a place for a deposit.
Yes.
So I take a deposit, I sign the copy, I say, there's your receipt. I will deliver on that date. Am I right? Now I use their money, that deposit, to order from a company. I have no money. You understand? You don't need to have money to build a business. You just not listen to no. You understand it? Don't listen to any no. You're going to be in that position you can't take a no. Okay? I was ready those days in somebody's house at night. And I see that people want to go to sleep. I can't go. I want to go home. I've got products in the car. You understand? So that's how you build your business with OPM. That's not DAFA. That's other people's money. You see? So look after, now after you listen to Krishna and all, and that's what often do to go after your money. But that's how you start building your PV. Eventually, you're going to have a lot of customers every month. Now, when I left that home, when I delivered again, I'll check, I'll dilute. You'll see if there's a video available on that one I showed yesterday how to dilute. I know Paul's got it and a lot of others, I can send it to you. Now that video shows you how to dilute it. So if I bought a home care, I'll dilute it in front of them the right way. Okay? And I'll check they're using it right. And when I'm about ready to leave, I say, while I'm here, have a look at my catalogue. I have a catalogue, you have them here, the Neolife catalogue.
Yes.
See what you'd like to order for next month. We've got to help them change their buying habits. They're not going to have toxic products in their home, they're going to have good products in their home. And then I get another order. Again, if I get a deposit, I've got it. You see, I used to make a habit. If I left the home, I had a reason to come back. So if I've got a deposit, I've got to come back to deliver. When I leave again, I leave with an order. Next month I come and deliver. You've got 90 odd products. Understand? This business is for people who don't have money. We had nothing. That's why I'm sharing this with you. We can all do it if we do it. We care for people, we want to help people, we want to help them be successful, or help them be healthier, or help their homes be cleaner, whatever, right? So you just got to have that kind of attitude there. And you know what you're doing all the time? When you get a new person started, you've got to help develop. You see, I go downline with a new leg. Let's say I'm doing it for you. We'll get this one started and help them show the plan. And I'll say to you, you've got to see what I'm doing here. I'm showing the plan because just now I want you to show the plan and I'm going to sit and listen to you. And then I'll go down. And when I get to the third one, I'll say, look, this guest we're meeting next week at that time, I want you there and I want you to show the plan. I'll be there and I'll watch him show the plan, or her. And if I see they and messing up with it a bit. I don't say anything there. I might fill in a bit at the end. When we're on our own, I say, look, it was fantastic what you did, but I reckon if you just change that a little bit, or just change that a little bit, or just said that, you see, don't let them feel guilty. You with me? You just listen to them and see where you can help them. Because that's what we need to do. Okay? So, and that's how you go down. And when you are doing it successfully, without me, you're helping your new people get new people, you're helping those do it, you're helping them get customers and consumers, because you're leading, you heard what Kristen said, leading by example. Okay? You see, eventually, you're going to forget about manager and senior manager and executive manager. You will have a business that's a strong director business if you do this. You go through the steps of manager and senior manager and executive manager and director and whatever, but once you're through there, this base starts growing. See, Alton I's base, our person is normally 4,000 to 6,000 PV, but our qualifying PV on the whole thing is in the region of 30,000 PV every month. And that's a lot of money you can earn there. That's not our money from a company, that's just on what we created there. Some of them are in that PV is inactive distributors who order from a company small amounts. It's customers that are reserviced. Now, I can't get to them all anymore. So I hire people, like I've got Jeanette. She'll post them brochures. She'll post them information. If a new product comes out, we send them the information. Keep contact with them. She liaises with them, and then if it's a challenge, she'll come to me and say, Charlie, I think you must phone that one. Or Alta, call that one. You understand? You see, so later on your business will grow that you won't have. You see, many people make a mistake in our business. That's why we have so few diamonds, or so few world team members who are fully qualified, and present team members who are fully qualified. It's almost a shame to see what they qualify at. It tells me they're sleeping on their backsides and not doing anything, quite honestly. You know, but really get excited about it and go and help. This thing is the most important part of your business, is your nursery. Understand that? When you can go to sleep at night, you don't have to worry about your qualifying volume to become a director, you know it's in the bank. Right? And folks, that's how this business works. It gives you peace of mind, and you start developing it. Now we can tell you about a lot of people in our business, in Africa and worldwide, who actually got to a stage in life where they could not do the business anymore. You understand? We're all going to get to a stage where maybe you're not active. Am I right? There's not one of us who's going to be where we are right now. We're all going to carry on in years. Would you agree? So what happens is, if you build your structure right, the income you earn from Neolife is linked to the retail price of the product. Every time a product goes up, your income will go up. Thank God for that. You see, when we started a business, I'll give you one example I still remember clearly. Super 10 was R2.50 now. Those days the rand was stronger than a dollar, so Super 10 might have been like $3 or $4 for a litre. You see? Then it went up to R2.75 and you said, ooh, it's the end of the world. No. It's now almost, I don't know, Krishna, was it 200 rand? Somewhere around there today, you know, from R2.50. But the business still works. It's exciting. That's a good part of the business, that we keep ahead of your inflation. It's no good having a pension policy and it's not inflation linked. See, most insurance policies, most pension policies are not linked to inflation. Now, in Ghana the other day, they had another 22% increase in the inflation rate. Can you imagine they had, I think last year, or earlier this year, they had like 40% or whatever. So thank God it's linked to the inflation, so no matter what happens, the income's going to be ahead of inflation. So I think it's important. Who would like to build a business that is so strong and structured that one day you need never worry about the income when you're not working, when you're not active anymore, that it can take you all away? You see, Krishna's sponsor, as I told you earlier on, she had an income all the time, right until maybe a year before she went, you understand? But she passed on, and I actually told you yesterday, she left Alta and I 280,000 rand. Yet she was bankrupt when she started. She died at 94. You understand that? Could you imagine somebody who was bankrupt, building this business, and died at 90, as a 94-year-old last year, and still had money in the bank? You see that? And that's a lot of money. I'm just going to share it out with good deeds out there, right? But I don't really need it, but she left it to Altenite because she has no family, she has no children, you see. So it's really important that you do this properly. There is no shortcut about it. You've got to go out and, I'm going to give some of your leaders copies of this out there. It's on the internet, but I recommend you go and work out the income in Uganda shillings. And this shows you, basically in 3 steps. Use the products, share the business opportunities, share the products, personal development and training, right? Paul's told you, he did a fantastic job here, and it's great to have a guy like Paul on the personal development, the training the company do. They have a lot of things that the company do to support us, you understand? And without their support, we couldn't be around here. Thank God we're in lockdown and everything. All the guys in the different countries and ladies who support our business worldwide keep supporting, and that's why the business grew. And in the Eagle team, we do training, support, and personal development. And we do a lot of things for that. And here's an example of the companies and all that. So we need to get this copied into your own WhatsApp. But believe me, you need to structure your business. I don't like this 3 legs. You need to eventually have a lot of legs. Huh? Alta and I have plenty. I can't even count them how many, but we have 18 qualifying legs most of the time. Isn't that exciting? You see, and that is people that, a lot of them are 2 rubies, 3 rubies, 4 ruby directors, you understand? We have diamond directors in those legs. But it didn't start like that. It started here. By doing it properly, by helping people, by building downline, by helping your customers. You've got to be the example out there. You see, if everyone in this room had this structure right, and they were doing over 4,000 PV between their customers, their distributors, and downline distributors who are not active, they would have no problem, right? You'll be in a good position financially. You'll be earning I don't know your money, but you'll be earning a lot of money like that out of the business, and it will be secure money. It won't be like a yo-yo, up and down. If you don't do it right, I'm afraid you're playing games. So rather don't rush it. Go out here this weekend and go and start applying it, and applying these principles, and decide you start building. When I talk to somebody about the business, and I'm going to show them a plan, and they want to get started, Alta and I are committed to their success. See, when they get started, I'm committed. You see, I don't recruit people, I sponsor people. When I sponsor someone, they pay for it, but I work with them. I guide them. I coach them. I encourage them all the time. Now, I'm talking but Alta does the same thing on the phone back home. You see? And that's how we work with our people. When you uplift other people, you're going to get blessed. When you touch the lives of other people, you're going to be blessed. I had feedback from a Bloemfontein function which we did now in June, right? I got it on phone. You can't believe how many people said thank you for that function. They said, Charlie, we got hope again. We're excited about the future. And you wouldn't believe how many people have lost hope out there. How many people don't know what the future holds. So when you go, forget about where you are. Don't have an ego problem. Just go out there and touch lives. That somebody one day will come to you and thank you that you had the courage to go out there and touch lives and give hope to those people and give hope to the world. Because the more people have hope out there, folks, we can change the face of Africa. You know that? We can change it. Each and every one of you. There's not one of you who can't go one day, and one day your network could be hundreds of thousands of people. Understand? Because somebody knows somebody somewhere, and it'll run. But you just build your business solid, care for people, uplift people, don't have an ego. The higher you step up in the business, the more you humble yourself. Don't act like a big shot. You understand that? You see, just be yourself, be where you are, and do the best you can, and just get through and touch lives, and let us make a difference in life and people in Africa. And you will see, Neo-Life in Africa, we're doing great. It's the biggest business they have in the world in Africa, but we haven't started. It's going to go all over Africa. It's going to go to French regions, into this language and that language, and believe me, my heart is for Africa. I would not, I would not go and work. Krishna asked me a question right now at the back end just now. Will I go and attend Louis Smith's functions in America? He's one of our diamonds. I said, no, I'm focusing on Africa. You see, that's where my focus is. Alf and I, and next year she'll be with us, don't worry about it. I'm tentatively going to take her to Ghana and to Kenya, but next year it'll be here as well. And we're going to challenge the people here to find us a bigger hall in Kampala. Because I know next year this hall is going to be too small. We're going to put 1,500 to 2,000 people in. Because you're going to go out and touch lives. You see? Folks, I want to close now with this thing before we get the band up. Where you? You can have an Eagle King pen as a present. I want to close right now and just ask you to remember one thing. In your hands, right now, you got something of value. You got something that you can really need to hang on to. I challenge you to hang on and keep sharing, keep passing it on like we did last night with the candles. Keep sharing a dream. And one day your loved ones and people close to you will come to you with pride in their eyes and say, I'm proud of you. I'm proud you had the courage to do it. I'm proud you didn't listen to negative people. I'm proud you didn't let an upline hold you back. I'm proud you decided to use your God-given potential and move on. My upline quit the business. I'm not worried about that. Never worry about your upline. If your upline's slow, just put on your indicator and go past. Don't worry about it. Don't let them hold you back if they're not moving. You move. Right? That's your decision. What happens below you is important. What happens above you is not important. If your upline is not fully qualified, don't worry, it doesn't affect you. You be fully qualified. You build your business. You build a future. And let's get it done. We love you all, and I've got a heart for Africa, and I really love and believe you must just go out there and let's go and do it. We can do it, folks. God bless you.